Showtime!
So if you're wondering how did I know to jump over your forward tilt there, the reason why I jumped over that is because I figured you'd try and do something on the ground, whether it was forward tilt, F smash, dash attack, just because those are the moves that you're gravitating towards, right? And that's where it kind of boils down to paying attention as well too. And I'll admit it's not easy to do. That's what I spend almost all day every day teaching people how to read habits. Like that's possibly the hardest thing in the game, or the most sought after thing in the entire game is how do I know what someone's gonna do? So the reason why I jumped like that, so I was actually expecting you to go for like a grab. So I jumped to try and bait a grab out. But since you stayed in shield, I figured I could try and get a grab myself. There's a chance I could have got slapped in the face for that, but sometimes you gotta just test your luck, you know, the risk reward. Yeah, one of the biggest things too that's really getting you in trouble is not protecting your life when you're trying to hit me with stuff when you're getting at a disadvantage, right? So coming down with a down air, if it works, like you hit me with a down air early and you could have actually killed me if you down air into up smash. We haven't really talked about that at all though, so if you didn't know, it's totally fine. So right there, I was actually expecting you to air dodge. That just worked out for me. Yeah, option coverage is another huge thing too, as far as like you can throw like a singular move that can cover multiple things. If you had air dodged in, jumped in, or rolled in like that, it would have covered all of that, right? Air dodge. Be careful with those. Air dodge right there is totally fine though. It did get you out of the situation. One thing I'd say too is you want to try and cycle your disadvantage options. So if you get caught for air dodging, you should go for a jump next, or you should be going for a attack of some sort next, or guns down, or a counter, right? Just something that is not the same thing over and over again. And this just gets into the idea of the repertoire of your defensive options, right?
Okay.
Are you musical at all, or like an artist of any kind, like painting, dancing, poetry, anything?
I played basketball in high school. I'm not dancing though. Nothing,
but yeah, okay, you know what?
Nothing like that.
Basketball even works too, because I was gonna say, let's say, if you're on offense as a basketball player, and let's say you run the same head fake, same cross up, same move on your opponent every single time. In what world are they gonna? What world would you think that they're gonna fall for it every single time?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So if it has to be a pump fake one time, if it has to be a fake pass to somebody, then you pass to somebody else. If it's going to be a cross up, if it's going to be, I don't know, whatever it might be, just anything. You're going to continuously try and keep your mix-ups fresh always, so your opponent doesn't know what they don't know what you're gonna do, right? Because it was like, oh, he's running up the left side of the court. I wonder if he's going to cross up to the inside. Wow, didn't see that coming. Like, if it's always that, then it's like, wow, this guy's so good. It's like, no, he's not good. You're just doing one mix-up, right?
Okay.
So same thing for me. If I catch all your air dodge, it's like, wow, he just knows I'm going to air dodge every single time. It's like, yeah. Because if you're air dodging every single time, that's what else I would be looking for, right? So, and just that's the thing, too. Sometimes it feels like it's almost too good to be true that you can just mix it up and it's going to magically work. But it's like, I'm not a robot that's going to make perfect reads on everything, right? So sometimes if you jump, I'm going to think that you're going to come down with an aerial, and I'll just stand there and shield, right? And I was completely wrong.
Okay.
Oh, no, not like this. I thought you were going to shield. Oh, no. Yeah, that down air's got to go, bro, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's just not working out for you.
What would you do? So which one would you do instead? Which kind of aerial?
So it's not the down air. It's that particular down air that you're doing when you're jumping in like this. You're trying to hit me with the Hail Mary over the top of the platform, right? So we talked about this a little earlier, where I would rather see you come in on the ground or just stay grounded.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
So another thing too, as far as I guess playing defensive or playing passive, is the idea of posting up in front of somebody and then just standing right here. Like, let's say if I'm going to go like this, I want you to jump into my back air, right? And posting up as far as like I'd run to a certain spot and then stop right here, right? I'm not going to run all the way to here and go for a back air like this, right? And hope that like I just somehow catch you because you're going to jump back.
Yep. Okay.
Right? Okay. The idea is go from right here and literally make it rain with whatever you want to do. In my case, back airs. Your case, it could also be back airs, right? So when you're going to go for a ledge shot, let's say you knock me away with like a dash attack like this. I think you did either get a dash attack or a fair or something. Instead of going for this, right? So I'm going for this the Space Jam Michael Jordan over the top like that. Come up to here and throw out your back airs like this, right? And if I happen to get hit, because I'm trying to get around you, then you can now get yourself an edge guard if you want to go off stage, or you can stay here and go for a ledge trap. You can try and down smash the ledge. You can try and forward tilt the ledge. You can try and catch my recovery or catch my jump option if I happen to jump with a back air or a short hop back air. If I happen to roll, you can go for a grab. You can always jump back with a down air here too. You can dash back, go for an F smash. The idea is though you want to play much more controlled and much more of a confined space versus thinking that you can go for your bigger sweeping attacks or bigger sweeping telegraphed approaches and have somebody not necessarily fall for it. It's not a falling for it situation, but more so not have time to react, right? If I see you jump in like this, like, okay, if you throw out your attack, like right here, for example, you're going to be all the way to the ground before you can air dodge, double jump, or throw out something else, just because of how long your attack takes to come out, right? So if I see this, there's no reason for me to think, oh, he's going to land and immediately be able to do something, and I can't stop him, right? I just stay in shield, or I can just go like this and try and catch you before you even touch the ground, right?
Yep.
All right, let's keep going.
How long have you been playing?
Oh, that was it. Smash in general, I started playing or competing in Smash 4 towards the tail end of it, so right before Bayonetta came out. So I came in at like the worst time possible. But then after that, I started competing in Smash Ultimate right off rip. I was competing like three or four times a week, every single week for months. And then also on top of that, I was doing guides and coaching. Actually, I didn't really coach that much at the earliest stages. I basically was going through the trenches of learning everything. I wanted this to be like my full-time job as far as being a content creator, not necessarily to be a coach, but just doing content and putting out guides and stuff like that. And I pretty well accomplished that as far as like trying to learn as much as I possibly could, right?
Okay.
As far as on my Switch alone, I have over 7,000 hours, which is a lot of hours. That's not to mention other people's houses, not to mention tournaments, not to mention like all that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, it's been a long time. I can say too, with regards to competing, or no, just learning the game in general, a lot of players can have tons of hours just playing and they don't get better, right? That's one of the biggest traps ever. If you're trying to actually get good at the game, it's just like anything. If you're trying to get good at something and you only practice the things that you like or the things you're already good at, you're going to hit a ceiling very quickly, right?
Yeah.
Let's say if you fight against your best friend who plays Captain Falcon, you're literally only good at fighting against Captain Falcon and only his Captain Falcon because you only know his style, right? But if you get a chance to, let's say, explore every character, as many characters as possible, whether or not you're playing them all or you're playing as other players who at some point you'll cross the path of every character, that's the best way to get your experience, right?
Okay.
And for me, I've kind of been blessed in a sense of being a coach that's been able to coach people from all over the world. And it's different skill levels and different characters and different mindsets and different play styles and different needs of other players as well. So I've gotten a chance to literally play every character, against every character, right? And then also with doing guides too, same thing. It's like I've done guides, I can't say on every character, but I would say maybe 90% of characters. The only character for sure that I know the channel does not have a guide on is Ice Climbers. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we have and maybe me Sword Fighter, but everybody else.
Oh, really?
We got everybody else, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Isabel too. But everybody else, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty much everyone. There's like maybe 4 characters max that have like never put a video out on. I think another thing too that's happening is you're really trying to avoid the platforms, and that's why I think you're jumping around them so much versus having to be stuck on them.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely something.
So with the platforms too, just really quickly, if you're on a platform, if you're trying to get through a platform, obviously you can just push down, right? And that's not hard. But if you're in the middle of playing, if you throw out literally any attack at all, and during that attack you push down, you'll just crouch. And that's how you get stuck, right? Because like if you're trying to, like, let's say down tilt, no, not even down tilt, let's say you want to go like that and come down with a down air. If you do your down tilt, or let's say you're down air too fast, you'll get a down tilt. And if you try to fall through, then you'll crouch. And if you're like, okay, well, I'm going to try and reset this and do another down air because that's what I wanted and I messed up, I'm going to do the same thing again, basically, right? If you're doing it too fast, you just get this over and over again, and you never get down, right? Same thing. Well, any move. It could literally be, yeah, you can even taunt. Just taunt, then crouch, and you won't fall through the platform, right? So as far as getting stuck on platforms, I would say for the most part, you never really want to fight on a platform or roll or basically do anything. Think of a platform as used for traversing. Think of it like stairs, right? Use platforms to either get up when you're comboing someone or get down when you're being ledge trapped, juggled, or in disadvantage, right? If you were ever up here with me, I'm never going to like swing on you and try to like hit you and roll around and do all this kind of stuff and stay up here while we're fighting. Like, I'm not going to do that, right? If you're right beside me and I can hit you, because let's say you miss a tech and I jump up here and I do like a down smash or a lightning buster, like you can definitely hit somebody while you're on the platform, but I'm not going to go up here and like do this kind of stuff and be fighting up here and like do this, you know? I'd much rather fall through the platform with an up air, now have advantage from being underneath, right? And once again, if I'm trying to fall through, I'm just going to fall through versus like try and like, I don't know, hit you with something, then spot dodge, then roll, and then like try and go through. Because right there, I just crouched because I tried to fall through after a roll, right? And I did it too fast. So it can be very disastrous. A lot of players, including myself, I remember when I was first learning, I never played on stages that had platforms. I only played on FD.
Okay.
Right? And that's because it's the same thing. It's like, yo, platforms, I just die. I get stuck on them all the time.
Yeah.
Try and run off of them, and then I just can't. Or I try and like get down, and then I just crouch on them or something, right? Or I try to like, let's say, do like a run off fair like this, but instead I'll do like a dash attack like that because my timing is just bad. But once you get used to it, it's nothing to be scared of or worried about. It's actually Joker is actually a lot better, in my opinion, with platforms. So something to just get used to, right?
Well, like your most of your customers, how much experience do they typically have?
I've had players who are, I guess, as new as you as far as hours spent in the game. I have some players who have been brand new to competing. I've had players who are like mid-level competitive. I've had players who are top 8 competitors. I have people that have been PR in their state. I've had basically everybody except for top of the top.
Okay, I go to Illinois, University of Illinois.
Okay.
I know we have like a Super Smash Bros club.
Okay.
I think they do tournaments, but I don't know like of any like actual. Other than that, I don't know of any tournaments that go on in Illinois aside from like major ones.
Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've coached. Yeah, basically anybody who's on the cusp of being the top of the top or very, very, very high level. So, and that's the thing too. I guess sometimes I'll admit the higher level players want to do VOD reviews more so than play because they don't really want to play online. Sometimes we'll play online and that's totally fine, but I've also like for the most part they want to just see their offline play and say, okay, I lost this person. How could I have done better? Or
is it really that much worse like online?
Oh, like, bro, if you ever start competing, this might be our first and last time talking, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I say that kind of as an extreme. It's not that much worse, but it's a lot. Like if you're used to like once you get really good with your combos too, then you come back here. It's like I can't do anything. I'm a newborn baby. I literally can't do anything, bro. Like I can't do my RARs. I can't IDJ. I can't ledge trump. I can't wave land. I'm messing up easy confirms. And it's like not even because you're bad. It's because the timing online is so different, and even your inability to react is so much. Your ability to react is so much worse, right? So it depends. Like if like you said before, you just want to be a competent player. You're not looking to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
But if you do start to compete and you start to like get some good results, like if you're going 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, placing top 8, beating bracket demons, getting on stream, like it's like, yo, this is actually kind of cracked. Like it's enjoyable. I'm making money here, and I'm actually like getting on stream and maybe like not trying to get a name for myself, but like people start to like want to play with me because I'm actually good and stuff like that. Then yeah, you'll be like, wow, playing offline is very precise. It's very enjoyable. It's satisfying to play offline, and then you'll come back to online. It's like it'll feel like you're playing underwater in some cases.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not to discourage you from playing offline or online. I don't know what this really means by any means, but it's definitely different. Like that's why when people say, "Oh, I beat MK Leo," and they say, "Was it online or offline?" It's like, people ask that because online, he's not even. He's still a good player. He's way better than me, but he's definitely not the best in the world by a long
Really?
shot,
Okay.
right? Because the
Interesting.
entire meta of the game is so shifted towards projectile characters and campy characters and characters that have insanely strong attacks that you can't react to online, but offline you could. Right?
Okay.
You see characters like
Yeah.
Ness and Game and Watch and Min Min and Sonic. These are characters that are online and they dominate. And then offline, these characters barely exist. Like Min Min is kind of there,
Okay.
but like offline characters, you have Joker, you have Sheik, you have Fox, you have Falco, you have I don't even know Pirate Mithra, you have you have Kazuya, you have Ken and Ryu, like all these much more technical characters where you can't have leg spikes and slow motion playing, right? Yeah, you definitely have to have the precision for some characters. Like Joker online, he's okay. Offline, top three or top four character in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very polarizing. It's very different.
Mhm.